Hi there, welcome to Safe Diving. So in today's video we're going to be taking a closer look at how to change a silicone cuff seal on your dry suit. So silicone cuff seals are an amazing sort of upgrade. They started on the scene sort of a good few years ago now, but they're really becoming mainstream. A lot of dry suits are coming with them fitted as standard instead of the older sort of latex style. And the main benefit is that you can swap them over yourself, and you can do this on the go, even on the sort of deck of a boat. If you rip a cuff seal, then you can just swap it then and there. The older, the latex and the neoprene cuff seals, you'd have to actually sort of send them off or do them yourself, and that can take days and even weeks to do, whereas this can be done in minutes. But there are a few sort of tips and tricks that sort of, because I've done quite a few myself, I just thought I'd make it just a short video just to show you guys how I change a cuff seal, and sort of a few little things that can make your life a little bit easier and make sure that your cuff seals last that much longer. Let's take a closer look. Okay, so the first thing is that you're going to need a couple bits and bobs just to make your life a bit easier. Now, while you can do this pretty much without any kind of tools, you can just do it with your bare hands. It is a bit easier if you do have a couple things. The first one is a sort of a bicycle repair tool, and this usually comes with your dry suit, and it also comes with a lot of the sort of cuff ring systems. And this you can also buy them. It's like a bicycle tire repair tool, and the main point is that it's got this sort of really fine sort of hook edge into it, and that acts as a sort of a pry bar. Now you can use like a flathead screwdriver or something. Just beware, because the metal of that screwdriver can actually damage the plastic of the cuff ring system, and you don't want to do that. So the plastic option makes your life a bit sort of safer. And also, I like to use a bit of silicone grease. I just put mine in a syringe just to make life a bit easier to apply it. And yeah, this is going to make a big difference when we go to actually sort of put it back on. So first of all, let's take a look at how to sort of get the cuff seal out. So yeah, this you can do with your bare hands, but I prefer to use the pry bar tool, especially when if you've got it, you might as well use it. Now the first thing is that I have a waterproof Ultima system attached onto my dry suit, but if you're using sort of Cytec, then it's very much the same procedure. The only thing is now I've got this sort of cosmetic ring that I need to remove. So get rid of any sort of cosmetics or anything sort of interesting that's going on with that cuff system, and just put that to one side. And now you're looking for where your dry suit ends. There should be a sort of a semi-rigid sort of section, and then where the ring system of your cuffs begins. And you want to take that little pry bar, and you kind of want to jam that in there and hook underneath it. Now it's just a matter of kind of wiggling it off, and if you can sort of pry against itself, and this is how you get your ring system out. So you do need to sort of apply a fair amount of force, and then it all comes out. So get rid of your old silicone cuff seal. I'm assuming that you've sort of broken it or whatever, and then spend a bit of time just cleaning up the sealing surfaces of both the ring system and on the inside of your dry suit, because salt and crud and all sorts of stuff can sort of collect inside of that. So I just like to give that a good clean. Make sure there's no sort of nastiness inside of that. Now this is a perfectly good cuff seal, so I'm just going to replace it. You can still see there's a hint of silicone grease on there, which is good, but I'm still going to apply some more. So, putting your new cuff seal on, the first thing is that I turn it inside out. The way you can tell which way is inside and which way is outside is in the big sort of chunky section that goes up your arm. There's going to be a lip on the outside. So I turn it inside out, so now the lip is on the inside, and then you're just going to pass it through the other way, sorry, and hook that loop over the kind of the middle ring. Now you're going to have about 3 raised rings out onto this section here, and you just want to hook it over sort of the most prominent one, so that you have a sort of a ridge either side of it. And then when that's nice and neat, you're going to invert that cuff seal again. And this is pretty much how it's going to go into your dry suit sort of ring. So yeah, at this point I'm going to apply a little bit of grease. I tend to, I'll show you how much I tend to put on, even though it's already got a little bit sort of left on it. So I do a line a bit like this, but only about halfway around, because this silicone grease goes quite a long way, and you don't need too much. As you can see, it's already collecting hairs, and that's not what you want for your sort of cuff ring system. And then I just kind of smear that all the way around, and this just means that it's not going to pinch, because if you're if it's going in dry, then what happens is it kind of pinches over and then crushes a certain section. That just creates the weak points, and the worst case, it can create an actual tear, and then water's just going to get in and you're going to get wet and cold. So once you've got silicone grease all the way around it, and sort of on this leading edge here, just so it's got a bit of lubricant, then what you're going to do is you're going to line it up. Now this is a round ring system, so it doesn't really matter which way it goes in. If you have a sort of an oval cuff system, what you want to do is sort of almost put your dry suit on and then kind of see which way your hand sort of naturally goes through, and then sort of take note of the points. On some dry suits, especially the waterproof ones, they literally have an arrow that points to the cuff, and that's where the kind of the skinny end of the oval is going to go in. With this dry suit, it's usually this seam here, but yeah, because it's a round one, it doesn't particularly matter in my case. Now this one, take it really slow, there's no rush. I like to kind of pinch that cuff seal with 2 fingers to apply a bit of tension, just so that there's no sort of saggy bits here, and then just very, very gently seat it in as evenly as possible. And at this point you want to stop, look all the way around, make sure it's not bulging in any particular area, a bit like that, where it's just raising up, and that just means that if you just crunch it in, it's going to fold over and sort of it's going to rip itself. So just apply a bit of pressure with one hand. The other hand is just sort of making sure it's nice and neat, and then just get it so that this section is just overlapping the entire silicone seal, and then just work your way around very, very gently, making sure it's nice and neat. You see this bit here where it's trying to sort of poke back out, poke it back in, just so it's nice and neat. And then when you've kind of gone all the way around and you're confident, just apply more and more pressure evenly all the way around the cuff system, and eventually it's going to just pop back in. Just kind of look on the inside, make sure that this isn't sort of torn anywhere. Just kind of pull it away from the seating. You'll soon see if there's a tear. And there you go, you're ready to rock and roll. Put back any sort of cosmetic bits and bobs that you have here, and yeah, you're ready to go diving again. And this is the beauty of sort of silicone cuff seals. In the time it took me to do that, yeah, other people are still getting ready, so yeah, you can still go diving, as opposed to sort of other people who've ripped their latex cuff seal. They can't go diving today, in the next week or something. So yeah, silicone cuff seals do definitely make your life that little bit easier. And that's how I change a silicone cuff seal on my dry suit. So yeah, really quick and easy. That's why I always carry at least one spare sort of with me at all times when I'm diving in my dry suit, just because yeah, they do tear from time to time. So yeah, it's really quick and easy just to swap it over, yeah, even on the go. So in my next video I'm going to be showing you how to change a silicone neck seal, because it's a little bit different, and it kind of deserves its own video, so stay tuned for that if you're trying to sort of swap one of those over. But yeah, any tips and tricks that you have for swapping over cuff seals, let us know in the comments below. And of course, let us know if you prefer silicone cuff seals or whether you prefer latex or neoprene, all that kind of stuff. Let's talk dry suit seals in the comments below. Okay, so thank you very much for watching this video. On my channel, I upload videos on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays, all about how to be a better scuba diver. Now, I've been working in and around the diving industry for quite a long time now, and I have a lot of advice that I can help you out with. So if you need any help or advice with your diving, just let me know in the comments below and subscribe to my channel, and I'll probably make a video about it to help you out. So, if you want to, you can click here to check out one of my latest videos on how to upgrade your equipment and your diving as well, and then click here to check one of my scuba diving advice videos. Thank you for watching, and of course, safe diving.